everybody, this is Bill the Adjuster with your Smart Claim Tip of the Week. Why is my mortgage company involved in my insurance claim? I get asked this question by a viewer because they received an insurance settlement that actually had their insurance company listed on the check, and they had to go through a whole process in order to get that check endorsed, and it took quite a bit of time to work through that process, and the question came in, does it have to be so? Well, the answer is probably yes. It's in your mortgage document, so insurance companies, for the most part, have to obey those documents. So in that document, it says your name will be included, their name will be included on any insurance settlement payments involving the building itself. So not on personal property claims, so you might have a claim that has damage to your house for $10,000 and damage to your furniture for $3,000. That $3,000 portion would not have a mortgage interest on it, but the damage to the building would. Now, some mortgage companies have thresholds, meaning don't include me until it hits a certain amount of money. So small claims can be processed without them generally. Some insurance companies also have their own thresholds for when they need to involve the mortgage company. So there's no real fixed rule of when they're going to be included, but for the most part, substantial damage to your building will have your mortgage company listed on that check. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, most likely they own a good chunk of that home. So they can't really set a rule for how big or how small the check is. Well, let's say you just bought your house 2 weeks ago, you put 20% down, 10% down, but you have this big mortgage, you owe $500,000 to the bank. They might own more of the house than you. So they're like, wait a minute, we share ownership here, so we want to make sure that these funds to repair what we own together are protected and done right. And that brings me to my next point. So it's really a good protection for the homeowner. I can tell you in 30 years of this business, I've seen so many instances where homeowners have squandered the money, improperly spent the money, got ripped off by bad contractors, and don't have the money anymore, and then they have a home with damage to it, and ultimately the insurance company, also who owns a big part of your home, has damage to their home as well. So this protection of the insured is underrated because the process is cumbersome. It's still actually pretty good to protect the insured with this process. So proper repairs are one of the bigger things that actually come from this. So the insurance or the mortgage company is going to request maybe contractor licenses and insurance information of the contractor before the repairs are done, which many homeowners might just skip that process. And by doing this, they're putting the insured in a much better position ultimately to be protected throughout the repair process. Obviously, the larger the loss is or the more extensive the repairs are, the more important this becomes. But that process sort of ensures a more safer transition from the money from the insurance check to ultimately paying the contractor who did the repairs to bring that property back to ultimately pre-loss condition. Now, granted, the entire process is designed to protect their interest. So they're a bank, they're a business. They hold that mortgage document, which says that until you pay it off, we're going to have a say in how things are done. So by protecting their interest, they're going to put some processes in place that are sometimes challenging. But if you work with your mortgage company, you can often get to a satisfied and substantial process that gets it released. Now, granted, I've seen some crazy ones over the years, and it doesn't always go perfect. But for the most part, you can get through it if you follow the rules and you follow some of the crazy steps they ask you to do. So hopefully that helps. I'm Bill the Adjuster. If you enjoyed this tip, you can share it with anybody. Please like us on any of our YouTube channels or Facebooks or social media platforms. If you want to have a question or someone who shared this video with you, you can get directly back to them. We'd love to take care of you. If you have a question specifically, email me at smartclaim@metropa.com. I'd be glad to do a tip for you. Have a great day. Bill the Adjuster, thanks so much.